name is Gilbert Bugarin from Cavite National High School, Division of Cavite City. And today we are about to discuss the first lesson in Week 1, Quarter 3 of Health 6, which is all about the diseases and disorders caused by poor environmental sanitation. This lesson is aligned with the most essential learning competencies or the MELCs, which allows everyone to describe diseases and disorders caused by poor environmental sanitation, and also explains how poor environmental sanitation can negatively impact the health of an individual. There are various diseases that affect thousands of people, especially those living in poor environmental conditions. Around the world, the most affected are young children who have no proper knowledge and skills to practice personal health care and hygiene. These can be prevented and controlled if children will be taught proper environmental sanitation and hygienic practices, and if they will be made aware of the effects of poor sanitation practices. Living in a healthy environment can benefit us with the following: infections-free life, increased self-confidence, high productivity, self-propriety, and lastly, lower chance of being stressed. While poor environmental sanitation may cause the following diseases and disorders: respiratory diseases. Air pollution is a big problem, especially in highly urbanized and industrialized areas. This can cause respiratory ailments such as common colds, cough, influenza, tuberculosis, and asthma. Skin diseases. The skin is the largest organ of the body and serves as the first line of body protection against diseases. There are several skin diseases, and most are caused by bacteria, viruses, and fungi. Some of the common skin diseases in the Philippines are white spot, ringworm infection, and boil. Gastrointestinal diseases. Most gastrointestinal diseases are related to food and water sanitation. Contaminated water sources can cause an entire community to be afflicted with one or any diseases such as diarrhea, cholera, amoebiasis, hepatitis A, typhoid fever, intestinal parasitic worm infections, schistosomiasis, and pinworm infection. Neurological impairment caused by heavy metal poisoning. These are diseases that affect the brain and are often chemical-related disorders. People become afflicted by ingesting contaminated food or water. Areas near factories are susceptible of these diseases, especially if no safeguards are taken to prevent dumping of chemical wastes to water systems. Common heavy metal poisonings are arsenic, mercury, and lead. Lastly, the vector-borne diseases. These are transmitted by organisms that carry pathogens and parasites from an infected person or animal to another. These diseases are common in places where there is limited or no access at all to safe drinking water and sanitation systems. Common vector-borne diseases are dengue fever, leptospirosis, and malaria. Once again, these are the common disorders and diseases caused by poor environmental sanitation. These are respiratory diseases, skin diseases, gastrointestinal diseases, neurological impairments caused by heavy metal poisoning, and lastly, vector-borne diseases. Let's see what have you learned from our discussion. All you have to do is just to identify what kind of disease or disorder caused by poor environmental sanitation is being asked by completing the missing letters. Once again, by completing the missing letters.
The answer is cough. It is asthma.
It's diarrhea.
The answer is leptospirosis.
It is colds.
Great! You were able to provide all correct answers. Let's do more activities. And for your assignment, I hope you have learned something from our discussion. See you next time.